What's up, everybody? It's Derek Anderson, the DA, here with the Random Rant. And yeah, this one's a little different than the stuff I normally talk about because we're actually going to talk about gaming for a second, right? And you're saying, Derek, you're not a gamer. I say, yeah, I'll agree. I am not a gamer, but I am interested in this thing right here. Why? Potterhead. Told y'all already. I love Harry Potter, and if there was anything that was going to drag me back into the gaming world, which I did when I was a kid and a young adult, it would definitely be something like Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I've been following the game kind of loosely, not deeply, but kind of just hearing, okay, when is it coming out? When does it drop? What's it all about? Kind of give me a little bit of information so I can see if this is something that's going to be exciting for me. And I'm going to tell you right now, like, what I wanted from a Harry Potter game was an MMO. Okay, full disclosure, I used to be a fan of Star Wars Galaxies. That was an MMO that came out back probably in the early 2000s. I can't remember the exact date, but I do know that the prequels were going on around that same time, so I believe it was early 2000s. And I loved that game. That game got me excited. I used to play that thing 8 hours a day with guys from work, friends that I also had that I met online. I mean, it was an amazing game, and it was just immersive Star Wars. Like, think about it, I'm a Star Wars fan just as much as I'm a Harry Potter's fan, and I loved going into the Star Wars world, you know, coming across villains and ships and planets and different scenarios where, you know, it's like, yeah, this is Star Wars, and it fully immersed me. That's why I loved it. I loved just like kind of almost living in that world, creating a character or two or three. I think I had like 3 characters at that time, and I just built them up and played it all the way out, and I had a blast with that game. So I always wanted to see something like that with Harry Potter, because at that same time, if you remember, early 2000s, that's when the Harry Potter books were coming out. I was buying the books with my kids, reading them to my kids. We would go see the movies. I was doing all of that, and I always thought, like, what I would really love would be a Harry Potter MMO similar to Star Wars Galaxies. And you know, it's funny that I found out like a couple of months back that they actually had one in the works, but they canned it because they didn't think that it was going to be a thing, or it wasn't going to be didn't have longevity, is what they said, which, you know, it's just crazy. But in any case, now I'm excited about this thing. I'm interested to see what they actually do. So let me just kind of read through this article. We'll go through this and see what we're going to get. So it says, Hogwarts Legacy State of Play promises first look at gameplay. So a state of play is something that PlayStation does. They kind of run like a, I guess you could say like a long form show talking about multiple types of different games that are going to be up on the slate coming out. This one is just going to be about this game, so that's kind of interesting. So it says here, it looks like we're going to get one PlayStation State of Play right into the next, following last week's State of Play early March that was focused on mostly on upcoming games from Sony's Japanese publishing partners. We're getting another one this week. This time the focus will be quite a bit different, as the next State of Play will focus entirely on one game, Hogwarts Legacy. All right, so, and they also go on to say it's been a while since they got any, you know, updates. You know, it's kind of been silent. They got the one big trailer that I saw, I think, and as a matter of fact, yeah, here it is. This is the one trailer that they kind of showed you know, a couple of years ago, really, and they haven't had much news since then. So yeah, you had this trailer, and, you know, great trailer, looked good, but they really didn't give any further information. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Okay, so it says here, is announced on the PlayStation blog today, Hogwarts Legacy State of Play will premiere on Thursday, March 17 at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Chandler Wood, who's the community manager for the game's Avalanche, WB Games Avalanche, the studio developing Hogwarts, says that the whole presentation will last about 20 minutes. But it also gives this information, and I thought this was like just incredible. 14 minutes of the presentation, as it says right here, will show off gameplay. 14 minutes is a lot. If you sit back and think about it, you're going to be watching somebody play the game for like, you know, a good 14 minutes just to sit there and watch the gameplay, somebody walking through the game, showing you various different things. I'm excited about that, because that's going to tell me whether or not I'm going to get pulled back into the gaming community or the gaming world. You know, my nephew games, he has a gaming channel. I'm gonna link that up somewhere so y'all can check out his gaming channel. He has a big gaming channel, and I'm interested in actually kind of jumping back into games a little bit myself, but not just any game. It has to be something that I have a little bit of a passion for. for. Like I said, Star Wars Galaxy, I was a huge Star Wars fan. I'm also a huge Harry Potter fan, so this might be right up my alley. So yeah, it says here, it goes on to say the game was delayed to this year. It was supposed to come out last year, but it was delayed to this year, and no official release date has been spotted. Now, a lot of people think that this is going to be pushed out on like Harry Potter's birthday, which is July 31st. I think September 1st, Hogwarts Day, the day where the school, like in the fictional world, actually opens. I think that would make more sense. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be September 1st, but we'll see. But yeah, so this is very, very interesting news. I'm not sure if it's going to be broadcast on both Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, it's going to be all over the place. I'm definitely going to check it out, and then I'll let you know if this presentation that they gave me gets me more excited, pulls me in, or if I'm just like, maybe not. I don't know how I feel quite yet, but I'm excited. I'm glad that we're finally getting some information. I've kind of been loosely following this thing, but not directly getting into it. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Just a little random musings on this game that's going to be coming out. So tell me what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.